What's up guys, this is your man Gidkay once again, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to color correct and also color grade in only Camera Raw. This process can also be done in Lightroom. I don't know for Capture One, but I'm sure it follows similar procedure. So without talking much, let's dive right into it. So I'm going to reset all this. Yes, so this is a raw image right from the camera, and my lighting setup was just the sun, which is the natural light, and just a reflector. So if you could see here, I was just bouncing some of the reflection onto her face. So it's more or less like a 2 light setup. So there's a hack for natural light. Maybe I'll do a video explaining much further about how to do this type of light setup. So if you zoom in, the sun is also serving as a backlight, at the same time also a key light, but with the help of a reflector. Yes, so let's push that aside and then let's get to the main deal for today. So I'm going to reset this to open. Yes, and then let's go to the basic. So in my previous videos I've explained what color correction and then color grading means, so I'll say it over and over again. Color correction basically means adjusting the light and then just the colors in your raw image or footage. Yes, so with this you can see the lights are over, like, all they are everywhere. Yes, let me put it that way. So yours is to just correct it. So I'm going to turn up my contrast. Contrast always does the magic. So once you start pushing the contrast, you know that you notice that you are bringing the image back to life. Yes, and then you can see the sky is blown out. You can't even see the clouds and other necessary stuff. So then we deal with highlights. So you see, once you start turning down, you start to notice certain stuff in the clouds, and that's not enough. We have the whites. So the whites acts like the highlights, same as the blacks also act like the shadows. So if this couldn't do the work for you, you can also add the whites, just that it takes some from the overall image. Yes, anything that's too white, it should be gone. So you see, when I took it out, now we can see the clouds over there. Yes, and then because we've done that, it has made the reflection on the face also come down. Yes, so all we have to do is just punch in the shadows. Although there's a reflection on the face, there are also shadows on the face. So we are going to increase the shadows a little, and it's going to affect only just the face. Yes, so far this is what we've done. Yes, so we can take it a little bit up. Yes, and then come to this aspect. I'm not going to touch the clarity, the texture, and then come down to the haze. So the haze, I'm going to take out any hazy look from the image, and it's going to act like a contrast for me. So it's going to pop out everything in the image for me. So the higher you take it, see how the image looks, same as if you take it down. So you don't do it too much, just a little to fit your image. Yes, and then we quickly go to color mixer. We are still under the topic of color correction. Yes, so under color correction or under color mixer, we know that reds, orange and yellows fall under the skin tone, especially with oranges and then reds. But most priority, or let me say the most important one, is the oranges. So if you turn down the oranges to -100 on saturation, you're going to damage the skin tone. Same as if you take it to 100 plus on the saturation, you're going to destroy the skin. So in this way, I'm not going to even touch the saturation for that, but rather the luminance, because I want more light on my skin tone. Yes, so you see, if I turn it down, you see I have destroyed it, same as if I take it to up. And because the ground also has a little oranges in it, it's also blowing it up. So I'm just going to increase it a little. Same for my reds, and the reds also affect the dress. Yes, so let's brighten up the scene a little, and then I'm going to turn down the luminance for the yellows, because the ground is also fighting for attention with our model. Yes, I think I'll punch in the saturation a little. And then with the blues, mostly we find blues in the sky, So to also bring in details from the sky, you can reduce the luminance of the blue or cyan. You can go to the aqua, I call it cyan, and then reduce it to, yes, and then punch in the saturation a little, and then okay, let me leave the hue for now. For the greens, we can see some trees over there. Punch in the colors a little, turn down the luminance or brighten it up, yes, and this is okay. So for chromatic aberration, I'm not sure we have chromatic aberration in our image. I'm using a full frame camera, which is the Canon EOS 6D. Yes, shot this with my 50mm, an ISO of 100, f-stop of 3.2, and shutter speed of 1/1000 of a second. Yes, but yes, so let's take out our remove chromatic aberration. Yes, let's take it. So maybe in case if there's some anywhere, it's going to take it out for us. Yes, it mostly comes on crop sensor cameras. Yes, especially when you're shooting in the sun. All right, so now let's dive into color grading. Yes, and since I'm using Camera Raw 14.0, I have the ability to access the color grading wheel. If you're using an older version, I'll urge you to upgrade it or download just the Camera Raw setup and then install it. Yes, so I want to do something in the calibration. I'm going to punch in the blue sliders for the saturation aspect. So this is what the saturation does. It pops out everything that we've done from basic to this aspect. So it pops up everything and it makes the image look lively. So this is the before, this is the after. Yes, so we are still going on. Let's go to color grading, and with color grading I'm going to start with the shadows. So mostly I take the luminance down first, yes, because I want my colors to only affect the shadow aspect. So I'm going to move this color grading wheel to where I feel or where I want. So I want to have this kind of cinematic vibe, yes. And if I get it to a point where I like it, I just have to make little adjustment to the sliders. So I don't want it too much. And then when I get to my mid-tones, I always put my mid-tones on red, orange or yellow. Yes, so I'm going to drag it to this aspect because it's affecting my skin tone as well. So now I just brighten it up a little, but take the saturation down. And then lastly go to my highlights. So the highlights, I like to play with the highlights a little, bring it to the green to blue aspect here, and then brighten it up, reduce the highlight a little. Yes, and that's all. So this is how I've been able to color correct at the same time also color graded this image. And if you have similar images you want to apply same effects, yes, you can copy the settings and then just paste it on them. Yes, so just right click, copy, edit settings, go to the next image and then just paste it. All you have to do is just tweak it a little due to weather changes and stuff. Yes, so come to basic and maybe increase on the exposure a little just to brighten up the whole scene, increase the shadows to a little. Yeah, you can save this as a preset as well. So just come to this aspect and you see create presets, and then a small pop-up menu will open whereby you can type in the name. So maybe in your next future, if you be shooting any image related to this, you can apply same thing and then not go through the stress or all over the process again. So I'm going to save this as Nadia 2 or yeah 3 rather, and just press on OK. Yes, so let's say if I select this image, yes, I shot this with the Canon EOS 6D. Yes, so open this aspect and then go to user presets, and then you're going to find Nadia 3, what we just created. Yes, and you see how beautifully it looks. If it's too much, you can reduce the effect that's over here, reduce the effect, or make it too much and you see too much is going to spoil or destroy the image. So let's leave it to 100, but rather we can still make adjustment to it. So with the exposure, turn it down a little, with the shadows to turn it down a little, and that is all. Yes, so thanks for staying tuned to the end of this tutorial. Yes, and also if you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. If this is your first time here, like and share, and also don't forget to check out my digital store. If you want me to leave this preset on my store so that you can get access to it, let me know in the comment section, and also let me know what you think of this video today. So that's all I bring to you today. This is your man Gid K. Peace out.